Alex strode into the cafe, his bright red MAGA hat a bold declaration of his beliefs. Without warning, the barista spat out a refusal, shaming him in front of a roomful of strangers. Little did anyone know, this man in the hat held secrets that would turn their world upside down. As tensions flared and cameras flashed, the true power behind Alex's presence was about to be unveiled. What happened next would leave everyone questioning everything they thought they knew. A brisk autumn morning settled over the bustling streets of downtown. Alex Turner strutted confidently down the sidewalk, his bright red MAGA hat perched proudly atop his head. The hat wasn't just an accessory, it was a statement, a badge of his unwavering beliefs. As he approached Brew and Beyond, the local coffee haven known for its artisanal blends and eclectic clientele, Alex couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. Today was just another day to showcase his convictions. Pushing open the glass door, the rich aroma of freshly ground coffee beans enveloped him. The cozy interior was a blend of rustic charm and modern flair, with exposed brick walls adorned with local art and a long, sleek counter where the magic happened. Behind the counter stood Dima, the young barista known for his impeccable latte art and, unfortunately for Alex, his thin skin. "Good morning," Alex greeted with a warm smile, his eyes scanning the room for a place to settle with his favorite Americano. Dima glanced up, his eyes narrowing as they landed on the unmistakable red hat. He forced a tight-lipped smile, clearly not in the mood for pleasantries that morning. Good morning, sir," Dima replied, his tone laced with barely concealed irritation. "One Americano coming right up." Alex approached the counter, placing his order with the same friendly demeanor. "Thanks. It's a beautiful day, isn't it?" Dima's jaw tightened. "Look, I'm sorry, but we don't serve customers who support that kind of symbolism," he snapped, averting his gaze as if the hat burned his eyes. Alex blinked, momentarily taken aback by the unexpected hostility. "Excuse me?" he asked, maintaining his composure. "I just want a coffee. Is there a problem with that?" The barista crossed his arms, his frustration evident. "Yeah, there is. We have a policy here about certain symbols and what they represent. It's nothing personal, just business." A murmur rippled through the cafe as other patrons began to take notice. A few exchanged uneasy glances, while others discreetly pulled out their phones, sensing the brewing drama. Alex, unfazed, decided to lighten the mood. "You know, for a coffee place, you sure have strong opinions about toppings." Dima couldn't suppress a snort of annoyance. "This isn't about toppings, it's about values, and your hat clearly signals something we don't align with." Before Alex could respond, a regular customer, Jenna, intervened from her corner table. "Hey, Dima, chill out. It's just a hat. Let the guy have his coffee." Dima shot Jenna a withering look. "I'm just following the rules, Jenna. It's policy." Alex leaned back, choosing his words carefully. "I get it. Policies are important, but sometimes they can be a bit rigid, don't you think?" The tension in the air was palpable. Alex's calm and witty remarks only seemed to rile Dima up more. The barista's face flushed with irritation as he took a deep breath, trying to regain his composure. "Look, I really can't serve you right now. Maybe come back another time." With that, Dima turned his back on Alex, pretending to busily prepare another order. Alex raised an eyebrow, sensing the absurdity of the situation. "All right, no coffee. But hey, at least I didn't spill anything, right?" A ripple of laughter spread through the cafe, some patrons appreciating Alex's humor amidst the tension. Dima, however, remained stone-faced, clearly not amused. As Alex turned to leave, he couldn't help but notice the mixed reactions from the crowd, some supportive smiles, others shaking their heads in disapproval. As he stepped back onto the sidewalk, Alex took a moment to reflect. "Well, that could have gone better," he mused aloud, the corners of his mouth twitching upwards despite the awkward encounter. Little did he know, this seemingly ordinary morning was the calm before a storm that would turn his world upside down. Despite being turned away, Alex didn't let the situation ruin his morning. He calmly walked to a nearby table, pulling out his laptop to catch up on the latest news. The tension in the cafe was palpable. Whispers spread like wildfire as more patrons noticed the standoff. Some snickered, others rolled their eyes, and a few couldn't resist snapping photos with their phones. Maybe he just doesn't like coffee? Alex quipped softly to Dima, attempting to lighten the mood with a touch of humor. Dima let out an exasperated sigh and turned back to Alex, his irritation barely contained. No, it's not about the coffee. We adhere to an inclusivity policy here, and your views don't align with our standards, he snapped, clearly overplaying his hand. Alex couldn't help but smile, unfazed by the growing tension. Inclusivity, huh? Interesting. Do you include people with diverse viewpoints? Because to me, I'm also someone with strong beliefs. The cafe erupted with laughter and applause. Patrons began to rally behind Alex, some nodding in agreement while others cheered him on. The atmosphere shifted as more people showed their support, turning the initial conflict into a spectacle. Dima, feeling the pressure, tried to regain control. Maybe you just don't know about our special today. Democratic drinks on discount, he said sarcastically, attempting to steer the conversation back to his original stance. Alex raised an eyebrow, sensing the absurdity of the situation. Democratic drinks? Sounds like a refreshing twist. Are you trying to sell politics with your lattes now? The crowd chuckled, enjoying Alex's quick wit. Jenna, a regular customer, leaned forward from her table. Come on, Dima, don't make this a bigger deal than it is. Let him have his coffee. Dima shot Jenna a withering glance, but didn't back down. I'm just following the rules, Jenna. Policies are policies. Unfazed, Alex leaned back and tapped his fingers on the table, maintaining his composure. You know, policies are important, but sometimes they can be a bit rigid. Flexibility might serve you better in the long run. As Alex spoke, more patrons began to voice their opinions. A group of young professionals started a low-key chant of support, while others continued to document the encounter for their social media feeds. The cafe buzzed with a mix of amusement and tension, the initial hostility now morphing into a communal debate. Dima's frustration peaked as he realized he was losing control of the situation. Look, I really can't serve you right now. Maybe come back another time, he said, his voice tinged with desperation. Alex stood up, offering a final playful smile. All right, no coffee. But hey, at least I didn't spill anything, right? His remark elicited another round of laughter from the crowd. As Alex turned to leave, he noticed the mixed reactions from the patrons, some giving him thumbs up, others shaking their heads with smiles. The cafe had transformed from a place of conflict to a stage for public opinion, and Alex reveled in the unexpected camaraderie his presence had sparked. Before he could exit, Jenna called out, "Good luck with your future coffee endeavors, Alex." Alex chuckled and tipped his MAGA hat. Thanks, Jenna. Maybe next time we can agree on a democratic latte. The room filled with laughter once more, the tension dissipating as the patrons returned to their conversations. Dima, still flustered, tried to mask his embarrassment, but the damage was done. The once quiet morning had turned into a memorable event, setting the stage for what was yet to come. Just as the cafe's tension reached its peak, the glass doors swung open with a dramatic flair. In strode a sharply dressed man, his suit crisp and tie perfectly knotted, immediately drawing every eye in the room. He scanned the cafe with a purposeful stride, his presence commanding attention. Dima, sorry to interrupt your morning grind, he said, approaching the counter with a confident smile. Forgot I was meeting you here. Dima blinked, clearly confused. Wait, Alex? What's going on? The suited Alex pulled out a sleek tablet, tapping a few times before looking up with a grin. Funny story, I'm actually Alex Turner from the future. The time travel tech is top-notch. No, really. Gasps rippled through the cafe. Patrons leaned in, phones already capturing the surreal moment. Alex continued, unfazed by the astonished faces around him. I was sent back to ensure your cafe becomes a beacon of unity, not division. Seems like we had a bit of a hiccup this morning, he explained, waving the tablet for emphasis. Dima rubbed his temples, trying to process the revelation. You're saying you're from the future? Exactly, future Alex replied, chuckling. And trust me, your latte art is going to inspire millions. But first, we need to smooth out these misunderstandings. Alex glanced around, noticing the mixed reactions. Some skeptical, others intrigued, and many simply entertained by the spectacle. Look, Dima, let's not let a hat ruin your day. Here's a deal, he said, handing the tablet to Dima. Use this to access our future menu. It's a hit with everyone, regardless of their views. Dima took the tablet hesitantly, eyes widening as he scrolled through innovative drink options and customer feedback glowing with positivity. This could actually work, he murmured, the tension in his shoulders easing. The crowd erupted in applause, some cheering while others laughed at the unexpected turn of events. Jenna, the regular, gave Future Alex a thumbs up. Looks like you've got everything under control. Future Alex winked. All in a day's work. Let's make sure your cafe is the place everyone wants to be. As the applause continued, Alex felt a tap on his shoulder. Turning, he saw Jenna grinning. So, time traveler, what's next on the agenda? Alex chuckled, tipping his MAGA hat. Next? Maybe a democratic latte to keep things interesting. The room filled with laughter. The earlier hostility dissolved into a shared moment of amusement. Dima, now visibly relaxed, looked up from the tablet. All right, Alex, let's give this future a shot. With that, Future Alex gave a final nod and headed for the door, leaving behind a cafe buzzing with newfound camaraderie and a story that would be told for weeks to come. The morning had transformed from a battleground of beliefs to a celebration of unexpected unity, all thanks to a hat, a time traveler, and a little bit of future tech. Dima finally realized the gravity of his mistake and forced a sheepish smile. All right, Alex, I genuinely didn't know who you were. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, he said, scratching the back of his neck awkwardly. Alex maintained his warm smile, leaning slightly forward. No worries, Dima. The important thing is that we can learn from each other and build a better future together. Just then, smartphones began appearing on tables like mushrooms after rain. The room buzzed with the sound of shutters clicking as patrons started recording the exchange. Within seconds, the video was trending, notifications lighting up screens outside the cafe. Comments streamed in from all over the city, flooding social media with support for Alex and calls for tolerance. See, it's all about not judging a book by its cover, Alex quipped with a playful wink, nodding toward his MAGA hat. Dima watched the video on his phone, his eyes widening as likes and shares skyrocketed. I didn't realize this would blow up like this, he admitted, glancing around at the supportive faces now turned his way. Alex chuckled, tapping his hat lightly. Sometimes a little drama is just what's needed to stir things up. Now, how about we turn this into something positive? Dima took a deep breath, the tension melting from his shoulders. You're right. I promise to update our policies to ensure everyone feels welcome here, no matter their views. The cafe erupted in applause, a few patrons even standing up to cheer. Jenna, still beaming from earlier, raised her coffee cup. 2 new beginnings and great coffee! Alex raised his own cup, his hat tilted in a salute. Well, looks like we've not only got excellent coffee, but some fantastic stories to go with it. Laughter and cheers filled the air as the atmosphere shifted from confrontation to camaraderie. The crowd's energy was infectious, turning what could have been a bitter moment into a celebration of unity and understanding. A group of young patrons started a spontaneous chant, "Unity in diversity," while others shared the video, turning the morning into a viral sensation. Dima approached Alex, a genuine smile replacing his earlier frustration. Thank you for handling that so gracefully. I didn't see it coming, but I'm glad you did. Alex shrugged modestly. Just doing my part. Besides, every great story needs a twist, right? As the applause continued, the cafe seemed to glow with a newfound sense of community. Patrons mingled, sharing their own stories and perspectives, the initial tension now a distant memory. Alex felt a surge of satisfaction, knowing that his unexpected visit had sparked something meaningful. Jenna leaned in with a grin. So, time traveler, any tips for the rest of us? Alex laughed, tipping his MAGA hat once more. Just keep an open mind and enjoy the ride. And maybe try the democratic latte. It's a game changer." The room erupted in laughter again, the morning now a blend of humor, respect, and shared experiences. As Alex prepared to leave, he glanced around at the smiling faces, feeling a sense of accomplishment. The cafe had transformed into a place where differences were celebrated, all thanks to a hat, a time traveler, and a bit of unexpected magic.